format. So let's talk about types of irony. Refresh our brains from before Easter. Jackson.
Dramatic irony.
Yep. So we have dramatic irony. Do you remember what that one is?
Oh. It is. But in instances, Romeo and Juliet. It's ironic that basically she was sleeping, I think.
Not quite. That is a moment. of
Something like
irony.
that. Something like that. But like then he's like, oh, she's dead, so he killed himself.
And the
Something.
irony is that we, as the audience, know that she's only sleeping, and he doesn't. So that's where the dramatic irony is. The drama part is it sets the classic examples are we, as the audience, know the characters on the stage do not. But it happens in stories too, even if it's not on the stage. If the characters do not know something, we do. So, and we talked about like horror movies where you're like, don't open the door, the monster's in there.
It's like there's a
you
door
know.
and we hear weird noises.
That's not your
We
friend's
go in.
voice. Don't do it. Don't you know it?
Or it's like when you read a book and you know something bad's about to happen, and you're just hoping that it won't happen even though you already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Also, when you watch a sports game, you watch it again, you're like, oh no, please make it, even though you already know.
You're like, you know.
Sad.
All right, so that's dramatic irony. There are two other types: verbal,
I guess that.
Oh, situation.
I didn't.
and situational. So
I
what's
totally-
verbal irony?
Totally guess that.
It's something like it's like
It kind of like
it's-
it
kinda like
exploits the
sarcasm.
contrast between the two situations of language, like the literal meaning of the actual words and the extended meaning.
How did you remember that?
Oh,
That sounds so eloquent.
Writing Dr. Stone. That's it.
So we talked about one of the common examples of verbal irony is using something like sarcasm, where the tone of your voice is clearly demonstrating that you're meaning the opposite of those words that you were saying. And the last type you said is situational. So that's usually our biggest category of irony. And what is that?
Ooh, I can remember.
Cersei, do you want to
Me.
read from the book to refresh us?
Or use his amazing memory.
Ooh, I know what situational irony is. Most people have expectations when they read. That's what situational irony is.
Well, let's start with
It's
it.
like
So,
it's a guy. Clever authors lead them to anticipate a particular outcome.
and then what happens?
Instead of
It
It doesn't happen.
It's
So-
like Jim Fix. He was like really big about heart health, and then he died from a heart attack. So
or like a
Such as, like when Rainsford is running away from General Zaroff, you think that General Zaroff is eventually going to kill him, right? But instead, Rainsford actually kills him.
Yeah, so situational irony is the type where you're expecting one outcome
to get the magi.
and then it's a twist. This is Magi. And we talked about the gift of the Magi, the twist of them sacrificing what they needed to enjoy the gift. You'd lose the purpose of the story if you didn't have it. Like if we talked about if you just lost his watch on the way home instead of selling it, it would lose a lot of that.
Or maybe he
Like the
lied.
necklace, where she's trying to get like higher, better social status, but she just gets worse.
Yeah, so she actually ends up lowering
Well, it's
herself
kind of her fault
substantially.
completely.
Kind of her fault completely.
It'd actually be pretty boring if they had just saved up. The story would be really boring if they just saved up enough money to get each other without selling it.
Yeah, it's kind of a boring life, but in that case, I think I'd rather have a
Oh,
boring
yeah, and
life
that's
than
the- that's the-
slaving away.
Yeah, that's the other part actually. That they saved up all this money so they could buy a super expensive necklace, and they got it. And the one that they lost was just,
And it was actually
A
probably
fake.
much more affordable.
oh yeah, in their face.
Yeah. Alright, while we are thinking about irony, we're going to take a look at our homework, which was page 176, Detecting Irony. So we're looking at irony in 4 stories that we've read so far. We've actually talked about it a little bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. While you were finding that in your book, I'll just quick recap my homework scribbles to make sure you can read it all. So first, at the end of class, I'm going to assign you a biblical passage that has irony in it, and your job is to correctly identify the type of irony, is it verbal, situational, that kind of thing, and explain how it is ironic, so you'll prove the irony. After we do this, we're going to go over our vocab homework, so you'll be ready for your quiz. And you have new diagramming this week on gerunds. Do you know gerunds already?
It's a curved line. That's all.
It's more of a box, actually, it's like not like half a box.
I thought she meant like a gerund itself is a line. No? How you diagram it, okay. And different this time, you're going to be writing, we'll be looking at a poem the last half of class, and you'll be writing your essay on the irony in this poem. And different is we're not going to have time for you to turn in a rough draft, get feedback from me, return it to you, and you turn in a final draft. So you have 2 weeks to do a final draft. So we'll hopefully have time to talk about that more at the end of class, but what I encourage you to do this week is to do like at least a thesis sentence and like do one of the graphic organizers or just handwrite out an outline to kind of guide you. Potentially, we might have time next week where we could work on it in class and I could like walk around and check on your thesis statements and that kind of thing, and then do a final draft from there. But I will not be taking anything from you next week. Yes.
Why can't we do irony for the other window?
Because writing about poetry is a little more challenging, and we want to make sure that you've had practice doing that. I know the open window is pretty
I just
fun.
want to do an essay on that.
I know, it's fun. You could do an extra one. You could write 2 essays.
You write 2 essays, you give me $20, you could get 1 extra credit.
Yeah.
$20 is like just
Well, nowadays it's pretty cheap, you know, it's like
Yeah, it
$1 back then, so. I mean,
Okay, moving on.
yeah. Or if it was $100, which is even cheaper.
Let's look at your homework and detecting irony. We have it, page 176. Are you there yet, Jack? Henry?
Detecting irony?
What's it?
text me out.
That's everyone.
Wait, which page was it?
176, detecting irony. Oh, you just found it.
Yeah, I think that was
Right there. It's like Shiro says, I dare. Okay. In Gift of the Magi, we actually just mentioned this, so recap, what is the irony in Gift of the Magi? Jackson?
Well, like, were we able to, like, come up with our own? Or did it have to be, like, were we able to come up with our own irony from the story? Like,
Sure, so
okay.
any example?
Well, just how Della's, like, laughing, rejoicing, and, happy, and then the next minute she's, like, on the couch, like, crying and stuff. There's a lot of irony there.
Sure. And how would that make us feel as the reader, seeing her?
Honestly, for me, it would make me feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Static.
it makes you pity them. Oh,
Do you see that contrast? Like, sure.
Well,
Awkward.
not about the whole crying talk thing, but like the hair stuff.
yeah,
So
that
it makes you pity them. Maybe with Della, like she's so happy one minute, and then you're kind of, it's I guess a little bit of situational irony in that there's a twist, and all of a sudden she's flopped on the couch, hysterical, and even the other way around sometimes too.
the couch flopping on her.
You might mistrust her, and the couch flopped on her. What? That's
No, that's a twist.
Yeah. That's a twist of the story. Is it the taxi driver again who's causing that? So yes, that could be situational. Maybe you start to mistrust her a little bit, or you recognize she's her emotions are a little wonky, perhaps.
Maybe just
yes.
a lot.
Okay, basically Jim and Della bought gifts for each other specifically for the special thing the other person had. But they sold. So.
Yes. So that would be ironic. And Zach, did you have anything different about what to add to how that makes you as a reader feel? Zach? Any addition? Like she said, it makes you pity them. What'd you say for how it
for
makes
me
you
at
feel?
least, it made me feel kind of angry at them. Like, you know, like you don't sell your special thing, but get something special to the other person. It's not like they're gonna be like that selfish.
True. So that goes back to
You
our
know the
whole
person as well.
wise and foolish essay that we did at the beginning of the
Yes.
year. So makes you pity them, maybe makes you feel frustrated. Okay. Let's go on to most dangerous game. What is ironic? Somebody mentioned earlier you might expect Rainsford to be killed and then he's not. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Henry
Happy?
Kristen and I will say everything from our own pages at the exact same time.
The hunter is being hunted.
Okay, and how does that make us feel?
Terrified.
Scared. Flipped.
Everything.
Everything's flipped. Basically.
Okay, so
Like the tower.
Surprise.
upward.
But then he comes back and hunts again.
yes. Good point.
How in the beginning when he spurred was like, oh, anything is like prey, I can hunt anything, like blah blah blah, and then he ends up,
And then he decides, actually, I
never
cannot
mind.
hunt anything. Good. Alright, the necklace. What is ironic?
Cab driver.
The field looks
Assuming the
Legend.
baby.
maybe the
That's
cab
amazing.
driver is the guy who bought what's his name? Not Bella's husband's watch.
Oh.
He's behind everything.
And then he used that to buy a
Yeah.
fake necklace to replace the real one.
The two
Yeah.
works for like 10 years to pay off debts for a necklace that she finds out is
So a debt that she shouldn't have even had that much. Anyway,
I'm-
yes. So Kara's bringing us back on track. That is what is ironic.
Who doesn't
No,
know?
no, I know too.
Okay, let's let Tristan take a turn.
She tried to get higher in her social status and she went lower.
True, I put the
So
same
the
thing.
necklace debt flipped, aiming for higher social status and getting lower. How does that make you feel?
Satisfied.
satisfied.
She got what's coming to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a bit of satisfaction because she's not, most of us did not find her to be a likable character, at least.
Do you know anyone
She
who
looked
ever
like she
liked her?
But maybe they think she would like screaming throw something in the wall, right?
I mean, she
Yeah,
probably jump out
I wonder if
that
she and
window.
Della would be friends.
Have you ever heard the song Isn't It Ironic?
Yes. That's ironic.
Ironic.
But it's not ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's a running joke. Okay, and the open window. So what is
Oh.
ironic?
Oh.
Yes, that.
Oh, I forgot the guy's name. Basically, he came to the house to not get like nervous or excited or anything, but he ends up getting excited. So it's like,
And he jumped out the door.
Like the excitement of life.
Yeah. The point of, I think Tristan was one pointing out that like he like runs over a bicyclist, like trying to get out of there.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
like-
bicyclist runs into a bush and he's like,
I'm just picturing like, you know how Johnny Depp runs in Pirates of the Caribbean, like, yeah, like flailing his arms in this picture and this guy is screaming and
But the other, and the other people would think,
Quick.
crazy.
crash.
And you're like, what? He never died, then he did eventually find out that they're lying. They go get back and figure out.
And the fact that, like, Brandon, whatever his name is, still thinks that this is all real.
so he goes out there to try to calm his nerves and he ends up getting quite a fright. And the whole part of if he would have stuck around more, he would have figured out that this is all a lie. I wonder how long it would have taken him to find out that this girl is kind of notorious for making up stories.
That's
But-
right.
He probably would have run around and just like,
Probably wouldn't want to tell
the
people about that. He probably would have left too fast and then been mad at his sister for telling him to go there. Alright, so how does that make you feel for the irony in the open window?
You just feel sorry for him. But then at the same time, you're like, wow. that
And
was-
you laugh at him.
first you
Yeah.
feel
Like,
scared,
you're so
and then you
dumb.
feel, and it's just funny.
Yeah, so then you kind of laugh at him like, silly poor old man.
He's not even an old man, he's like a
Just
Yeah,
assholes.
it's like,
yeah, I
and
feel
his name
bad
sounds
for him.
old too. Sounds like a
Frantic.
uptight, like,
Especially the
Really?
part where it talks about how he's under the
Business
delusion that he should, that other people are interested
Yeah.
in his ailments. Like, to me, that sounds like an old person. Always like wanting to talk about, well, my hip bothers me today, and
There's gonna be a storm today. I can feel it in my knees.
I broke my collarbone.
so that's very
I broke
stereotypical.
my
Okay, any other questions on irony? It sounds like you're getting the gist of how to find it.
Interesting.
Okay, we're going to shift to looking at our vocab from the open window, and then we'll pick back up with irony with our poem. So if you just want to put your book to the side, well, you might actually need it to go with vocab.
I should have it somewhere in here. I should have it somewhere in here. I should have it somewhere in here.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's like, I know I just found my papers where I made my notes. Where did I put them? Okay. Alright, since, to your point, there are not a whole lot of vocab words, especially compared to what you have to do for like most sacred stage or things where we have split into 2 weeks of homework. I figured we just go through them all because you have your quiz on these next week anyway. So, number 1, to endeavor. What does that mean?
Make an effort.
Make an effort. So to try, attempt. Alright, number 2, migrate.
To move from one place to another.
So if you know like animals migrate, it's the same kind of thing if he's migrating from place to place.
Like move somewhere.
Yes.
You feel like he migrated from the kitchen to the living room.
Yes, so it doesn't have to be as global as like, you know, animals going across the ocean type thing, but you can migrate from one place to
Or like
He said he migrated from the kitchen to the
Mexico.
living room. And then he hibernated.
Canadian geese going south.
Which means he
Or the
died.
winter.
Alright, number 3, moping.
To be stuck in the deck sugar. Listless apathy.
Sadly,
Or be sad.
wandering.
Yes. So it's not quite like full-blown continuous depression, but you're certainly at least like kind of depressed in a moment. So feeling dejected, upset. I think this was in the context of the sister was worried about him moping. Number 4, a rectory.
Director's
A house where
It's where I live.
Yeah, I live in a rectory.
Yeah.
So rectory or parsonage, so it used to be, so that's typically like a pastor's house attached to or nearby a church. So
Oh,
that's,
I know what you're talking about. I didn't know they're not cathedrals. They're like the little houses that are over there.
yeah, so it's not always, so it used to be like that the priest would live there or the pastor lives there, and like I have some friends that the church sold the parsonage, so like they just live in the house that used to be church, so they're like right across from the other church.
Yeah.
So apparently the sister stayed there, so whether they were just loaning the house to her or she was a guest of some pastor's family, that sort of thing. At least you know it's attached to the church and you kind of get the gist.
At my old church, there was like this brick. My dad's a pastor, and so we lived in the brick parsonage. Like it was like 10 feet away from the church. It was crazy.
Did you like that or no?
Not really, because all the people would like come over to our house, and it's kind of like, why don't you just like stay away? Like,
No
we're
way.
just trying to rest on
No,
Sunday
you-
afternoon. So
I
it
think-
got kind of old after a while, but
That'd be awesome if you could like, if you could live there
Yeah.
without anybody coming over from the church.
Our
Or like a
friends
really
do that.
big electric fence or something? I don't know.
Barbed
But
wire
then
fence.
part of the electric fence would be against the church.
That church right,
So bad.
that house over there, our church owns, the house right over there, and we rent it out to people.
my cousin used to live there. Not when you were in the
Wait,
Yeah, our
so they
friends
own
used to live
property,
there.
why don't they just cut down all the trees and that's?
I used to think that would be so cool to like live at my church because it's really big and you could like sleep in the pews and
Yes,
like, run
yes.
around and like play.
Yes.
I guess I was like
They
4.
play in the parking lot, that's what they used
Yeah,
to
like ride my bicycle around the parking lot.
do. Yeah, they used to like ride
5-year-old
scooters and stuff all around.
Yeah. I can see that.
I remember wanting to do that. That was when I was in like 2nd grade.
My mom was like almost always worked on a church staff, so there were, I guess it was like, you know, teacher work days or something where we'd have to go to work with her and we'd like rollerblade down a ramp that went down a hallway, and I'm sure that wasn't very respectful to the church property, but.
It's still awesome.
Our church has driving movies where they set up a big screen in the parking lot. Just
Wait,
Well, that's
what
fun.
church you go to?
It's partly from here.
Because that's not like this mid-hill church place that sometimes they put this big giant. It's actually like right down the street. So they put up, yeah,
Your
it's
church
right next to
parking lot.
Nova's.
my church has like a 5-acre field. I just run around and play the church.
Well, alright, hopefully all your personal connection stories to living at a church will help you remember rectory. You good on rectory now?
Rectory.
Okay,
Wait, so what does it
speaking of living at a rector's house, number 5, habitation.
A place in which you live. Residence.
There you go. Number 6, a moor.
Tract of wasteland.
A stretch of uncultivated upland, sometimes for
Attractive
shooting.
reserved for sport is what I thought. really sophisticated dictionary.
There are two definitions. One is talking about a land for hunting or for sport, and one is a open wasteland, kind of like, it just sounds like it's random fields, not cultivated, not tried to care for. My assumption based on the context, is they talk about crossing the moor to go hunting, is that this is probably just like the open field,
It's wild field.
wild field,
They're
Is that
not
like almost
tame.
like a
They're not tame.
yeah, it sounds,
Yeah.
I had to look up multiple words in the definition I found, because I was like, I don't know what this agricultural stuff is. It talks about peaty soil, so that's like when it's like,
Oh, yeah.
It's
really
really soft.
really soft soil,
It kind of
and
seems like
that it's often overgrown with heath, which is a low overgrowing shrub. So I got the impression that it's kind of like soggy because of that peaty soil.
No, the lady did say that like they do go hunting there a lot. So it kind of seems like it would be kind of good hunting.
Is that
My
why
name
I'm
is
covered in
Pete.
But they crossed that to get to the hunting.
Maybe
Yes.
a lot.
That's where I was getting that from. Is she said they crossed the moor to go hunting.
Maybe there are
so.
a lot of rabbits there and they go like burrowed in the.
Petey's a good name.
Sounds good. At any rate, I will try not to confuse you on your quiz if it's for hunting or a wasteland, but you get the idea that it's at least like not a nice grassy field, it's not a farm field. Either way.
They're not growing anything on it. It's wild.
True. Alright, number 7, to engulf. What's that?
To swallow.
To swallow up. Or
Good.
To be swallowed.
So in this case, they were swallowed up by the bogs and whatnot, which had become, number 8, treacherous. What is that?
dangerous because of hidden or unexpected dangers.
Deceptive or false.
So it's
That's fine.
dangerous or hazardous. Treacherous as deception usually applies to a person. Like Billy Bob Smith is treacherous because he will tell lies about you.
He has an evil looking
Billy Bob,
mustache.
Bobby Bell,
Yes.
Junior.
He has an evil looking mustache.
Billy Bob too.
Alright, number 9. To whirl. Do you know what it means to like spin, to whirl around? It's like to turn around.
Around and moving,
Yeah,
around and around.
in a
So,
circle.
in the context, it's a little trickier because, Zach and Tristan, the aunt comes in with a whirl of apologies. So she's not like spinning in circles coming in the room. What is she doing?
She's
saying
talking really fast,
spam.
apologizing.
Yeah, she's like
Fascinating.
saying lots of different
Words.
apologies. You could also hear somebody saying, today was a whirl of meetings and phone
Activity.
calls, so it's a bunch of activity. So you can just kind of envision her walking into the room and be like, oh, I'm so sorry about this, and like, you're kind of, oh, okay. Like, you know those people who are like, oh, I'm so sorry, the house is a mess, and I don't have the right cup of tea, but I have this instead, and would you like a cup of coffee, and have you seen a bathroom, would you need to use the bathroom, do you need anything to eat, and you're like, whoa, chill out.
What kind of
Kind
time
of
they come like?
picturing something like that, which also illustrates our whole opposite of the, he's going there to relax his nerves, and it's kind of the opposite effect. Alright, Rom's done. 11, delusion.
Wait, did we
What are you-
scarcity?
Scarcity.
Oops, scarcity. What is scarcity?
Insufficientness. Or
The act or the condition of being scarce or
insufficiency.
Lack of
So,
number.
insufficiency, short supply, there's not much of
It's
it.
scarce or short.
Yes. So she was talking about the scarcity of, I think, I forget what it was, birds or something in hunting.
I don't like it when they say like scarcity, being scarce.
Yeah, because then you need to go look up scarce,
Yeah.
and
Treacherous, the act of being treacherous.
that was like my definition of moor. It says, tract of open peaty wasteland, often overgrown with heath. And I was like, I don't know what peaty is or heath, I gotta look up all this. So,
I
so
thank God for our word dictionary.
yeah, at least it's easy to go, just like click, 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 because a lot of times those words aren't even hyperlinked, so you could just click right over. That's the part. Anyway, okay, so that's scarcity, not having enough, short supply. Delusion,
The state of being
False belief.
deluded.
Also,
A false opinion.
so false opinion or belief. We need to know what deluded is. That's another one. Say you're being deluded. What's deluded? Having a false belief.
Diluted, they also make something of like putting water in something to make it
Yeah.
less strong. Like
Oh,
when
there's
I
the
was
other
little,
diluted.
when I was little, like my mom would take apple juice and put a ton of water in it, and she told me the story when I was little. She's like, "This doesn't even taste like apple juice anymore." Because you know I love flavoring. I was not very.
I put like this much juice in my son's cup and the rest water.
Yeah.
But that's all he ever gets. He doesn't know the difference. He's like, juice? You know buddy? If you dilute it too much, he's like,
It was a lot.
juice?
I like juice.
I need like 2 ounces of juice, whatever.
Then
Anyway,
you give him the full thing.
So-
it's like,
so he is under the delusion that he is drinking real juice, which is in fact diluted.
It's
There
not
we
even
go.
diluted.
Okay, number 12. This one also is a little funny on context. So what does chanted mean?
A monotonous intonation with the voice and speaking.
Just
Yes.
make fun.
Short song, usually sung in unison.
So it's either like the chanting, like think of like monks chanting, kind of rhythmic and one
Gregorian
note.
chant.
Yeah, Gregorian chants. Or it's a chant, like kind of a little song, short, often sung in unison. But in this context, he comes chanting in, singing about, I say, Bonnie, why do you bound? Or whatever it is. Birdie, why do you bound? Bonnie, whatever. I said, Birdie, why do you bound? So as he's like literally singing this, probably not. I'm just imagining he's kind of bouncing along in a little sing-songy like voice.
That's what
So, at least if you know chanting is usually something along the lines of singing related, you can get it in the context that it's a sing-song type voice. I'm not going to make you differentiate on the quiz whether it's literal singing or kind of descriptive. Okay, 13, bolted.
Sudden dash race.
To secure, shoot forth.
So going for the sudden dash.
To secure the old English term forth.
And 14, pariah.
An animal that's despised or avoided.
Yeah, outcast
The
who
most
didn't
classic.
leave spies or avoided.
Yeah.
So outcast. And the way it appeared in context is by a pack of pariah dogs. So I'm thinking, like just stray, abandoned dogs that they're probably in rough shape. That makes it a little more scary.
Rabies, they're truly.
And they're pit bulls.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah.
And the training.
So certainly not like friendly dog that we got out of some nearest fenced yard type of deal, right? Okay, so any questions on the vocab? You seem to get that pretty quickly. Did you feel like a lot of these words are familiar ones?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The Burma factory.
What?
I've been living in one my whole life, but I didn't know.
Have you lived in that house your whole life?
No, but I live in a different house. But that was a factory.
Exactly.
whichever house you live in, it's a
Exactly.
whatever it's called.
Usually they call it a parsonage nowadays, but there you go.
Some people even call them ants.
Oh,
Oh. Nancy Boy Man.
True. Alright, let's shift so we can go ahead and start our poem. And after we get into it a little bit, we'll take our break later. So our poem that you'll be writing your essay about is on page 177. So right after the chart that you did for homework.
Wait, were we supposed to do this?
We're doing this.
Yes, we just read 8-page paper on this poem. Might have
It's like
significance to the
how
declaration.
No, it's like three, it's like two stanzas long. You're supposed to write 20 pages.
But
Alright, so page 177. Gentlemen.
I memorized that whole.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, let's focus. Okay, so we're reading this poem. You already know that we're going to be focusing on irony, which should help you out. We are going to kind of just quickly at least answer the questions beneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the homework of writing an essay. So at least you'll have in writing in front of you some notes to help you
It's
brainstorm.
not really short.
That's such a small space for your essay.
A super short essay. I guess I could go on that.
Um,
Okay, so first we're just going to read through. Does anybody want to just read through the poem? Alright, just say I can first.
I met a traveler from antique land who said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk and shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sand stretched far away.
Right. I feel like it helps to just kind of picture the scene.
And Ozymandias.
So first we have a speaker saying, I met a traveler from an antique land. So I met somebody from antique land, or how would you?
Far away.
So at least far away, antique, someplace that has an older culture maybe,
India.
like
China.
India, China. Frankly, most of Europe has an older culture than us, clearly. Anyway, and then the rest of the poem is this traveler speaking. So what did he see for the first couple lines?
Two
there?
vast and one was legs of stone.
Standing in the
It's like
desert.
suddenly you come upon these two legs in the desert.
And
Right there.
So it's a giant.
and how are you picturing, like, how big are these legs?
Pretty big.
Giant.
Giant. So you're in a desert, it's all sand, and there are these massive legs. And what are they made out of?
Stone.
Stone. So what kind of colors are you picturing for them?
Gray.
Wait, is
Maybe
it
gray.
Gray. It's not metaphor. Just saying, like, maybe this is like two mountains or something. Like,
Make
maybe
them more
maybe?
legs. So it's like, for right now, picture literal massive stone legs in the middle of the desert. It says, near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies. Do you know what that is?
A head.
It's like a face.
So it was a statue.
So yeah, it sounds like it was a statue. We have these massive legs, and then near on the ground,
A huge head.
kind of half buried, is like you see this face, like maybe like part of
It's like broken. Like
I think you would see the whole face and like the back of its head is buried.
Possibly, because what details does it give us? It says frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold
That's
command.
like my siblings would mess around with the sneer of cold command.
So you can at least see like a face, like maybe the mouth to see
seems
the
like he's
sneer.
some sort of war or something.
Yeah, it
Like
sounds like
general, somebody in power.
a war general, somebody in power, somebody who wants to look intimidating. Says that tell its sculptor well those passions bred which yet survive. So clearly whoever was making this got a good impression of this person, like to sneer and have that cold sort of command leadership. Stamped on those lifeless things. So reiterating that this is not a leg, it's a sculpture of sorts. The hand that mocked them and the heart that fed.
That means that means that her was cold.
Alright, and it says, and on the pedestal. So do you know what a pedestal would be on a sculpture? Yeah, so the feet would be kind of like standing on a block of sorts. And I'm picturing something like, we'd have like a plaque, or it might just be like kind of engraved, if that's all stone too. And it says, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, mighty and despair. And I love how it immediately says, nothing beside remains. So what works are of Ozymandias are still there?
It's like,
Just his legs and his face that's on the ground.
Oh.
No body, no massive, impressive castle,
So nice.
anything behind him.
so he's falling off.
His legs are playing soccer with
It's
his
like-
head.
And then just to reiterate, it says, round the decay of that colossal wreck. So referring to the sculpture as decaying in a colossal wreck. Boundless and bare, the lone and level sand stretch far away. So is there anything else around here?
No.
No. So there's not even a hint of what used to be like a big temple behind him, or a
So-
big.
Is this actually
So
a
it's
real
like you-
statue that was? Or did it just
I believe it's all fictional.
It's like you're traveling through the desert and you come upon these two giant legs and a head and there's nothing else.
Hey, look at me. Yeah, I'm
Am
building
I
this
having
awesome
heat
statue.
stroke?
So I
Yeah,
I
right.
googled. It's really fun if you type in Ozymandias into Google and then click search images to see different people's renditions of this. A lot of people actually depicted like in Egypt, like the pyramids in the
Yes.
background.
That's exactly what I was
and
thinking.
then, like a sphinx head on the ground, and you just see like the front legs of the sphinx there, which is a little deceptive if you have the pyramids in the background, but some of them are just like the sphinx head and then the legs.
But that's
Well, that doesn't capture the sneer of cold command.
Yeah, there, some of them sphinxes could, I guess, kind of look intimidating, but not necessarily. A lot, I like the ones better that just look like a pair of legs and then somebody's in your face on the kind of
maybe
sitting on
it
the
could be
ground.
like that Babylonian king that made a statue of himself. Yeah, he made everyone bow to it.
Mhm.
And then
Except this got made of stone.
Yeah, I think it was like gold.
It was gold and then silver and then bronze
Oh, yeah.
and then clay.
That was a dream, but
yeah, that was a dream.
Yeah.
That was the dream. But
So many
it was
statues.
out of gold.
Okay, so put it in short. We kind of went line by line. So while it's fresh in your head, jot down for number one, just in 1 or 2 sentences, briefly, the gist of this poem.
It's cute to visit that.
Come on. Sit down. Wait, what are we supposed to do?
Just do number one, where you're summarizing in a sentence or two what happened in the poem. Like we went line by line through it, but just make it short.
Hollywood. In Florida.
Lord.
What's that?
Car keys. Florida car keys.
Miami. Why is Panama up
So we're all supposed to do like the first few
Panama
lines.
City.
You're summarizing like in 2 sentences.
here?
The whole poem. You can leave that there.
I've been here. I've been
Yeah.
No,
Tom.
I've been Birmingham.
I've been with
I've been to Utah, Alabama.
I've been to Athens.
I've stayed here. I've been here. And I've been here. And I've been here. And I've been here. And
So did I.
I have
Bruh,
my parents here. My cousins here.
I went to a football
I've
game.
been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish.
I have grandparents here. I don't
You have
know.
so many things in
And I went to a football game.
I know.
I
Mostly
have 2 grandparents.
All right,
2 cousins.
let's get
I
number
have
2,
so
and then
much.
we'll pause on our irony briefly. All right, number 2. What is the theme or the message of the poem?
The
No.
great
Man
Things
King
last.
doesn't last.
Things
So-
eventually decay.
So things decay, not all things last.
great things will all be dead.
Great
Identified.
things will all be
Except for some.
Identify is
Except
actually
for stuff like
Oh,
God.
I was
Yeah,
dead.
I never done
Identify.
identify. And basically, it's to be dead in some circumstances, mostly used in a video game. So if you're playing like a first-person shooter, and you get and somebody deadified you, or you get deadified.
So weird. They're just like killed. Whatever.
But that applies so much better.
I guess it's more fun.
I made it up.
All right. So in
Vilify.
so what should we learn from the idea that things are going to eventually fall apart?
That we should not hold on to them.
So not hold on to them.
That we
Clearly-
shouldn't like material things so much, because like we can sometimes be like, really like them more than we should. And, but like, these things don't last. Like, our tone like can heck last, these don't.
And it sounds like Ozymandias was pretty proud of all his stuff, and he was using that to impose and make any intruders
It's like on
fearful.
top of
Well, I
like.
guess people.
None of it lasted.
I guess now people get so much of this country.
Yeah, now they can admire his legs and his hard to face.
We was like on top of a giant temple, and like because it was so heavy, it sunk the temple.
Oh, I also have cousins here.
Oh my!
Yay!
I don't
We know where Tristan has his. Okay, we are going to pause here, take a 3-minute break, so at 11:21. Remember, quiet in the hallways, and then we'll pick back up with ironing.
Dude, my cousin lives right here.
Yeah, I've been to this state, 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 this state.